Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Loop, set to get this started. Off we go from South Philly. And work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 2. Roquan Smith. They're going to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
3rd and long for Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of 1st.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Hurts. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play there on the scramble. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about to the 5.
Just another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And that big offensive block. Clearing space. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 38 yards.
That was a beautiful route by the tight end there, Mike. He sells the corner, and then once the defensive back bites, he takes it back to the post. That's the open side. That's the big part of the field, and that's a big-time play that puts their offense inside the red zone. That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
Again, Hurts. Pushed out to his left. That is caught by the tight end. Greg Alcantara. Touchdown, Eagles. What a big play. A little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot. Now
he bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Ravens 7, Eagles 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, we changed it.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shut up. Shut up.
On first and 10, Jackson. Rolling right, will run again. And the Ravens use their first timeout. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime.
Second and 7 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
Wait, ready?
Second down, they need 7. On the give, here's Henry. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score! Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Silver, ready? No,
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll be second down.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down.
Well, Bronco fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
70.
They're going play action. It is caught left side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Here's Taylor to throw. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
The right side, caught by Wilson. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
70.
From the red zone on first. And he's got it! Has a layup for a touchdown! The Jets start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. One after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Flying down the middle of Henry. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Looking quickly here.
His 48-yard line.
Changing it up here. Jackson on the move, headed right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he dodged the tackle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it again. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. It gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, it's going to go right through you.
He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. This is cut by Isaiah Likely. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
And they take this in for the score. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? That sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Taylor. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down from the 42.
Ready, push.
They give to Hall on the draw. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
So first down from the 41.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10.
To the air, Taylor. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
70 Lions. Ready. Bronco switch. Bronco. Ready.
Hall has the New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Hulk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They're looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Wow, they must really trust to this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And the deficit stays at 7. It's all lined up. Volk ready to send this one flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson on the run, deep down the left side. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Jets bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. Gets it to the 15. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Volk ready to send this one flying. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's running with it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Complete Derrick Henry. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Jackson. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He gets 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Passes into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. He'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance. Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
They start the drive with Hall. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut out left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Taylor. Buys time, rolling right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Ready, set.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
The 39-yard line.
Get it. Go.
From the gun, it's Hall. He's still going. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets up by 6. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Go. Ready, ready.
Hall. Line up the design keeper. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Brings it in. He takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Headed out right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make
just nail it and run the clock out. I ain't calling no
timeouts,
bro. Unless you're really trying to score.
Ready, ready.
You run the clock out.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it.
Double coverage.
He has the 1st down, and now Gronk, the Jets can just run out the clock on
Doubles.
this victory.
I'm going to call the timeout. Just so you know, I can talk. You want to just nail the ball. Good game. Over this shit.
Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Go.
Hall takes it straight ahead. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Lining up to take it on 2nd down.
Big game. That's it, bro.
We're drawing up for it.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. That first game, I was doing numbers. This second game, I don't know what happened, man. It was some trash, really. Some trash. His throw game was on point. I couldn't stop Paul. I couldn't stop him to save my life. All right, so I'm about to go to work for a little bit, come back at like 8, 9 o'clock.
Create that sense of belief in the building. Good things happen, and they certainly did today.